Hi guys, I'm Adam Wilborn from WhatCulture in his dressing gown, joined by Adam Cleary from WhatCulture in his dressing gown. We are here with your afternoon news, hashtag good afternoons. I never know if that works. Coming up, we're going to tell you all the things you can look forward to on tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. But before that, some really interesting stuff coming out from Roman Reigns, revealing what he has learned from The Rock. He was chatting to the Load Management podcast, which is genuinely one of the best podcasts out there that isn't ours. And he talked about, what he learned from Dwayne The Rock Johnson, saying just to be kind to others. No matter where you find yourself, try to give back as much as possible and help those when you can. Obviously, when you're in that type of situation, there's going to be a load of people and a load of hands out there with that want to be filled, but when you can, be as genuine as possible and help out as many people as you can. He goes on to talk about how The Rock is just the nicest guy, despite the fact he's probably one of the busiest men in the world. He talked about being on Hobbs and Shaw, but also The Rock was banging on with his tequila brand and still being just the nicest guy ever. He said when you're at that level and you're the busiest dude in the world and you still have time to say hi to the lighting guy or the crew over here, it's really cool. He's very smart about how to structure his day and he still works extremely hard. Everybody as if he was on the come down. What a nice guy The Rock is. No surprise there, Adam Cleary.
No, that's very nice. I would have thought that the one thing Roman Reigns had learned from The Rock was always beware of paper. Is that a good joke? It was me and Hamlet this morning, so obviously the bar's up all the way up here now. I'm trying to bring it back down to your level. No, that's very nice. We always hear stories about how The Rock is so busy and how The Rock is so nice to everybody. And Roman Reigns is not telling us anything we don't already know about this. But I think if he is imparting the wisdom of just be kind, be humble, be genuine, and it's sticking with him, that's good, I think, because Roman Reigns does appear to be one of the kindest and humblest and generous people in professional wrestling. Hence why everybody wished him so well when he was taking a break during the ongoing, still 8 months in, global health catastrophe. So no, this is very good. I think if we should all probably try and take some advice from The Rock, just to be kind and to be gentle and to be grateful and to be genuine and all of that. And yeah, it's just any story about The Rock makes me really happy.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just picturing try to give back as much as possible and help those when you can. It just flies with him beating his cousin nearly to death at the last pay-per-view. Yeah,
it does kind of fly in the face, let's say, of some other familiar advice he'd had. But hey, that's professional wrestling. Now, I do want to box you in the face, Adam Wilborn, because you said I was going to talk about all the things you had to look forward to on tonight's Monday Night Raw, not the things you can be aware of with a faint level of existential dread. Anyway, Raw emanates from the Thunderdome again tonight at the Amway Center in Orlando. We've been there. I've been there.
Yeah, you've been there, I haven't.
I forget which major arenas across the US I've seen high-profile WWE shows in. I think the Amway Center was one of them. Anyway, Hell in a Cell is right around the corner, so we've got loads to look forward to with that. Our main event tonight. Now, I'm not saying WWE have reached into a bucket of all their names and just pulled out whatever random ones they could find, but just can you react with facial expressions for each person I tell you about here, okay? Right, tonight's main event, WWE Raw, head of Hell in a Cell, WWE Champion Drew McIntyre.
Okay.
And Raw Tag Team Champions, the Street Profits.
We want the smoke.
Versus Dolph Ziggler. Randy Orton. And Robert Roode.
Right.
Is that not doing anything for you?
I mean, if I get to see Randy Orton in his night vision goggles again, then I'm totally here for this. But
I would like to see Robert Roode in night vision goggles with just the mustache penetrating underneath it. That feels really spy level to me. Anyway, there's more brand-on-brand warfare because that's incredibly segregated as Bray Wyatt has been invited to appear on the KO show. You remember Owens, he was talking to Bliss last week, and then Bray Wyatt, he was there, like, oh no, you get away. And so he's invited him to return the favor and appear on this week's episode of Raw. Is that doing anything for you?
I mean, they've got a match on SmackDown this week, haven't they? Which is just inevitably going to lead to a match at the pay-per-view.
Well done. You've watched professional wrestling before, but the excitement doesn't end there, Adam Wilborn, because there are unconfirmed reports that tonight could see the long-awaited return of Raw Underground.
Oh, fuck.
What do you think I was going to say there?
I don't know. Maybe like a big name.
Don't call Steve Austin.
Victoria off the back of the news today. No.
No, it could be Raw Underground. They took a break last week because of the ongoing, continuous, never-ending health problem, but they could be back this week. nobody actually knows. But don't worry, I've saved the best until last, because we will be getting a slice of, how do I put this? Just class of gold. So one of the most critically talked about professional wrestlers is returning to Raw after a break. Are you ready?
Yeah.
It's Nia Jax. Yep, one half of the women's tag team champions with Shayna Baszler, who will both be there. Nia Jax, she earlier on. Guess who's going to be on Raw tomorrow night? Kicking some ash, weird, retaining some titles with a fresh weave and looking damn good. Instead, I'll give you a hint. It's not my tag team partner because she hasn't got a fresh weave.
Good.
That's everything you've got to look forward to on tonight's episode of Monday Night Raw. But I would say, word of warning, this might not be, put it this way, I'm anticipating that tomorrow you could be doing a pretty unfavorable review of this, because not only are Raw going up against one NFL match, they're going up against two this week, two Monday night games. So the New England Patriots and the Kansas City Cheetos versus the Green Bay Budweisers and the Atlanta Assault Rifles.
I saw the Atlanta Falcons at Wembley. I remember that. Okay. Well, anyway, me and Sidge literally have just recorded our Raw preview, which by the time this news is out was probably available. What Culture Wrestling, wherever you get your podcast from.
Did it include any of this?
Huh?
Did it include any of this?
A little bit. I said the only thing that is if Randy Orton hits an RKO when Montez Ford goes for his huge splash, which inevitably is probably not going to happen. Now I've said that. And yeah, the only thing worse than a normal Monday Night Raw is a normal Monday Night Raw that goes up against football, so knows it doesn't really need to try, because it's just going to say, two football matches. And on top of that, it's even worse because this is a Monday Night Raw that's just bloody filler, because next week we've got the draft. We've got it on Friday on SmackDown, on Monday on next week's Raw, and we've still got a pay-per-view. So basically, none of what happens tonight is probably going to matter in a week's time. So yeah, join us for the Raw review tomorrow and all the fallout on the news tomorrow morning as well. How has Raw become the worst show?
Slowly but relentlessly would be my answer to that.
Yeah, you're spot on there. So basically, the highlight of all this is me and Adam Cleary in our dressing gowns.
Do you like my dressing gown?
That's lovely, that is. I'm very jealous. It looks very cozy as well.
It's so soft. It's so soft.
Well, let us know your thoughts on our dressing gowns and Raw and Roman and Rock, of course, in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And subscribe to What Culture Wrestling on either iTunes, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts from, for daily wrestling podcasts, including, as I said, the preview of Raw and our review of Raw tomorrow. Plus, you can let us know your Twitter thoughts and Twitter questions for the news tomorrow morning at What Culture WWE. And whilst you're there, follow both of us. You can follow Adam Cleary at
Adam Cleary, Clery.
And follow me at Adam Wilborn. Follow us all at What Culture WWE. But this is... I'm back off to bed. Care to join me, Adam Cleary?
No, I have my own bed and also my own problems.
Thanks, Adam Cleary. Thank you for joining us, and we will see you soon.